In a world full of chaos, stress, and constant change, there are still people who carry a smile through every storm. Have you ever wondered how some people remain calm, composed, and even joyful in the face of adversity? This is the story of one such soul. A story that may change the way you see life. This is the story of Vedant, a man who learned how to be happy in every situation. Vedant was born in a small village nestled between green hills and flowing rivers. Life wasn't easy, but it was peaceful. His father was a school teacher, wise, calm, and content. His mother, a homemaker with a heart full of love and hands always busy with kindness. As a child, Vedant was curious, often asking, why do people get angry? Why do people cry? Why can't everyone just be happy? One day, his father answered. Because most people tie their happiness to things they cannot control. But remember this, Vedant, real happiness is a decision, not a condition. Those words were simple, but they planted a seed. As Vedant grew, life became more complicated. He moved to the city for higher studies. The pace of life there was overwhelming. Deadlines, competition, noise, stress, it felt like a storm he wasn't prepared for. He saw people chasing degrees, jobs, relationships, and social validation. But the more they chased happiness, the further it seemed to run. Vedant too got caught in the same race. He worked hard, got a job at a reputed firm, and earned well. But inside, he felt empty. Then came a day that would change everything. It was a cold December morning. Vedant was rushing to work when he received a call. His father had suffered a heart attack. He dropped everything and rushed to the village. Despite the best efforts of doctors, his father passed away. The loss hit him hard. The man who once said, real happiness is a decision, not a condition, was now gone. But while going through his father's belongings, Vedant found a worn-out diary. Its pages were filled with handwritten thoughts, observations, and stories. At the very beginning, in bold letters, was written. Vedant spent the next few days reading the diary. Each page revealed a truth his father had quietly lived by. 1. Acceptance is peace. Don't resist reality. Accept what is, improve what you can, and make peace with the rest. Vedant realized he often fought reality, complained about traffic, cursed the weather, stressed over things he couldn't control. 2. Detachment brings freedom. Don't attach your joy to outcomes. Do your best and release the rest. Vedant remembered how his father worked with dedication but never obsessed over success. 3. Gratitude changes everything. If you want happiness now, look around and count blessings, not regrets. Even in tough times, his father found joy in simple things: a warm meal, a child's smile, the sunset. 4. Serve others. The surest way to uplift your spirit is to uplift someone else's. Vedant recalled how his father helped others, never expecting anything in return. And yet, he was always surrounded by smiles. After returning to the city, Vedant decided to change the way he lived. He still had the same job, same apartment, same routines, but something inside had shifted. When faced with a difficult client, instead of reacting with anger, he listened with patience. When things didn't go as planned, he reminded himself, do your best, release the rest. He started a morning gratitude ritual, writing 3 things he was thankful for. He volunteered at a nearby shelter once a week, teaching children how to read. And slowly, the emptiness faded. His friends noticed. You look peaceful, they said. But Vedant would just smile and say, I stopped waiting for life to make me happy. I chose to be happy instead. 1 year later, Vedant faced one of the toughest challenges of his life. He lost his job due to company downsizing. The old Vedant might have panicked, blamed the world, or slipped into despair. But this time, he took a deep breath and opened his father's diary again. He turned to a page that read. Vedant used his savings to start a small consulting firm, helping startups with strategies and emotional well-being. He combined his business knowledge with his father's life lessons. Slowly, it took off. He wasn't just earning, he was empowering others. Years passed. Vedant's work gained recognition. But he never let success blind his purpose. He started giving talks, workshops, and even wrote a book titled Choose Happiness. He would often say, "You cannot control what life gives you, but you can always control how you respond. And in that response lies your happiness." He shared a simple 3-step formula that touched thousands of lives. 1. Pause. When life gets hard, pause. Don't react. Just breathe. 2. Perspective. Ask, what can I learn from this? Is this the end or a bend? 3. Power of choice. Choose peace. Choose to be kind. Choose to smile. One day, after a long speech at a youth event, a boy walked up to Vedant and said, "Sir, how do you always stay so happy?" Vedant looked at the boy and replied, "Because I remember my father's words, real happiness is a decision, not a condition." And just like that, the seed planted years ago continued to grow, in another heart. You see, happiness is not something you find in a place, a job, a person, or a perfect life. It is a muscle you build, a habit you nurture. It is a quiet decision you make every single day. When you stop waiting for the perfect moment to be happy, you realize every moment was perfect in its own way. So today, take a deep breath, smile, and choose happiness. True happiness is not found in perfect circumstances, but in a peaceful heart. Subscribe for more powerful stories that change lives.